These poems are dedicated to all those whose lives have been spent in bringing peace to this planet. Wherever you are, I bow my head. May peace be on this earth. We are all united with the thread of love. May each one of us realize the garland of life.
Is the universe aware? Now that's a good question. How about what is beyond time and space? Another good question. How aware are we? By only looking outward, do we miss out on the awareness of life? Are we getting only 1/10 of the picture? It's like going to a movie theater. You watch the movie and get sucked up into it. Have you ever turned around and saw rays of light streaming from the movie projector? Is our life like that? What do they mean when they say, if thy eye be single, the whole body shall be full of light? Does the gateway to God exist within? Has the pearly gates been there all along? Discover your true nature, and then tell me your answer. If this life is a game, it's a serious game. Are we dealt cards in our life? Is this a game of poker? How about a game of hide and seek? God lives inside of us, and we seek for Him outside of ourselves. This game is so real, we feel pain. Life has so many challenges. It's like they are custom made for us. Nobody gets a free ride. Just ask Jesus and the rest of the gang. They knew the Father, yet the game of life has no favorites. The game goes on. Yet they knew the game is not rigged. In the end, we discover our true nature. We go back home with lessons learned. The definition of adventure is the following: engage in hazardous and exciting activity, especially the exploration of unknown territory. I remember as a kid, I took a yoga class. At that time, yoga was relatively unknown in America. Yoga was around during the late 1800s, yet the majority of the population thought it was on the fringe. It was definitely an unknown territory. This love for adventure took me all over the world. With a surfboard in my hand, a backpack on my back, and a yearning to discover my true nature, I was off. I had quite the adventure. I learned the greatest adventure lied inside. This is truly unknown territory. You can live anywhere and have a simple life, but by exploring your true nature is the adventure of a lifetime. Lock a person up and put them in solitary confinement and see what happens. The greatest adventure is to tame your mind. That is probably the most difficult thing to do. Mystics have been talking about this for thousands of years. Today, yoga is mainstream. Millions of people practice it. Maybe something is going on. We are slowly learning more about life. I love the definition for forgive. Stop feeling angry or resentful towards someone for an offense, flaw, or mistake. Imagine a person does you wrong. You have every right to be angry. Time passes and the person who wronged you has forgotten the situation. But you haven't. The anger is still festering within. The poison left by the arrow lies inside of you. The moment you truly forgive yourself and the other person, true alchemy occurs. True healing can take place. This is the law of forgiveness. It doesn't say you must forget the experience. The law says to forgive. Big difference. As a world, we would truly be more content if we forgive ourselves and others. Learn from your mistakes. Forgive yourself and others along this journey of life. Here's some definitions of ego. A person's sense of self-esteem or self-importance, a boost to my ego. For psychoanalysts, the part of the mind that mediates between the conscious and the unconscious and is responsible for reality testing and a sense of personal identity. For metaphysics, a conscious thinking subject. Our ego can be man's best friend or his worst enemy. We have seen that for thousands of years. In the Buddhist tradition, they have studied the mind and ego for thousands of years. They have learned practical tools to cultivate the ego and mind. Imagine a farmer planting the seeds and going through the process of the final picking of the crop. Mystics have taught the same inward farming. You can cultivate the mind and ego to be a true reflective nature of ourselves. This is the greatest thing we can do for ourselves and the world at large. In fact, you can't take anything with you when you die, but you can take the fruits that you have cultivated with you. Imagine you are a conscious thinking subject inside of a human body. You are the universe. You just don't know it. How do you see the cup of life? Is it full or empty? Is it half full or half empty? Is your cup a struggle? Is your cup a struggle, but you have faith you are on the right road? Struggles are a part of life. Nobody gets a free ride. Even if you meditate your entire life, you will have challenges along the way. Struggles and challenges are ways to make you strong. It makes a strong cup. Only you can change your attitude for the better. It's not easy, but you can do it. The definition A synchronicity is the coincidental occurrences of events, and especially psychic events, as similar thoughts in widely separated persons, or a mental image of an unexpected event before it happens. How does that sound? Spooky? All of us have had this feeling before. We can't quite pinpoint it. It's like a part of us is beyond time and space. It's called our higher selves. This part is like a cosmic soup where the entire universe came from. It is beyond time and space. As humans, we are hardwired for this experience. This is why at times we have the feeling of synchronicity. Somehow we tap into this state and bring something up which is out of the ordinary. A mystic state of mind is ordinary, yet for us it's not. We all have these gifts inside of us. Look within for the answers. I don't get it. Why do you meditate? Isn't that a waste of time? Why do you want to know yourself? I know who I am. Why should I care if I'm trying to improve myself? I simply am what I am. Who cares about the other person? I have what I need. Let's party on, rock and roll. There's no tomorrow. This is what I've heard over the years. Did you know the universe considers you as your best friend? You are never alone. Yet, at times, we think we are. You are a part of the universe. There is a part of you that is beyond time and space. Unfortunately, we have forgotten. You are the great mystery of life. It is hidden inside of you. Is this truth or fiction? Only you can decide. Solitude is a state or situation of being alone. To a mystic, is a state of freedom. For a prisoner, it can be a state of hell. Why does one love solitude while some completely dread it? Is it a state of mind? Is our mind our friend or foe? They say the hardest thing to master in the universe is mastering your mind. There's a lot of truth to that. All the great teachers from the past said the same thing. When I first started to meditate, my mind was overbearing. It took a few hours at times just to settle into the experience. Many moons later, the mind has become my friend. It still can be a brat, but the mind is at ease most of the time. Solitude is a way over time to calm down the mind. You can't break down the door. This is a simple and natural process. In the end, patience wins out. I'm sure by now you know that the sun in the sky has nothing to prove. The sun just shines. The moon at night doesn't say, "Hey, look at me." The wind doesn't whisper in your ear, "I can blow you away." The wind just is. It doesn't have anything to prove. A dog just loves his master. A dog has nothing to prove. The dog just loves you. The Creator has nothing to prove. The Creator is infinite love. The Creator doesn't judge you. The Creator just loves you. Are we the only creatures on earth that has something to prove? Where did we get that from? What are we missing in life that we have to continually prove ourselves to others? A wise man has nothing to prove. He just smiles. Practice makes perfect. When I was young, I had to practice much more than my brother. He had the knack to be good at whatever he picked up. I was always a few stages behind him. Yet, by the art of practicing, I developed over time, mastering what I was learning. When it comes to life, you can never say, "I mastered it." Life will throw you a curveballs. It will test you. It's like playing a video game. You can advance to a new level, and that's where the new challenges begin. Everybody gets their fair share of hard knocks. How do you handle them? That is part of the game of life. It's quite a delicate process. We stumble and fall. Yet over time, we learn how to embrace the situation. I've been laid off numerous times due to our economic climate. Each time I learn how to snap back. It takes practice. Each time it gets a little easier. Is this a lesson on how to fine-tune the guitar of life? Do we make better music when we go through the ringer and out the other side? This life is definitely not boring. Kindness goes a long way. Being angry is so easy. Just put more gasoline on the fire. We have done that for ever so long. Yet kindness takes time to mature. You have to plant the seed in the ground and nurture it. True kindness, you have to take out the negative weeds and water daily. Yet the fruits are so sweet. The universe is proud that someone is reaching for the stars. The dictionary definition of wonder is the following: a feeling of surprise mingled with admiration caused by something beautiful, unexpected, unfamiliar, or inexplicable. How eloquently said. How can you explain love? Love is a feeling of surprise mixed with admiration. You really can't explain it. You only know love when you feel it. It's not intellectual. Mystics have described the wonder of going inside and tapping into this essence. They have said only by eating the fruit can you understand. You can talk about love, yet there's a huge difference in partaking the fruit and talking about it. May you experience the wonder inside of you. It does exist. It's who you truly are. Serenity is a state of being calm, peaceful, and untroubled. Think of life as a video game. In a video game, once you master a level, you go to another level. People love the challenge of playing the game. Now imagine playing the video game of life, which by the way you are. Have you read the instruction manual? You know, even if there is one? Are we on autopilot on this life? Anyway, here's a few suggestions on playing this complex game. Imagine you're playing this video game. It's old and new at the same time. The purpose of this game, as you know, is to go through the various levels. Step 1. Life throws you a curveball. How do you react? If you can be in a state of being calm, peaceful, and untroubled, you go to the next level. Otherwise, life throws you a curveball and you try again. Now, if you pass level 1, be ready for the next step. Life throws you a curveball. How do you react? Serenity is a state of mind where you can go through and learn how to react to life. Been there, done that. It's learning the video game of life consciously, not in a stupor. Every step of the way is a practical learning experience. Each time a curveball is thrown, remember, you can hit a home run. It seems like these sayings are for everyone but myself. Yet, that is far from reality. In actuality, these sayings are for myself. They are reminders along this journey of life. What better advice there is to daily write it down. It becomes an intricate part of our life. Each day these sayings get rooted into my being. What I say, I'm really trying to make into reality. We can change. We can change consciously. This is a grand journey of life. We can help and improve our lives every single day. We will fall, and yet we can pick ourselves off the ground and continue walking towards our goal. We are not alone. The entire universe is rooting for us. Hello, where have you been? It just seems like a few minutes ago you left to get a glass of water. Now your lifetime is almost up. I hope you enjoyed this life. It's quite the journey for you. Life is not easy, but you made it to the end. We have been always on your side. We have never left you. Remember, you are a part of the universe, You have simply forgotten. Welcome back home. Kindness goes a long way. Being angry is so easy. Just put more gasoline on the fire. We have done that for ever so long. Yet kindness takes time to mature. You have to plant the seed in the ground and nurture it. True kindness, you have to take out the negative weeds and water daily. Yet the fruits are so sweet. The universe is proud that someone is reaching for the stars. Guru Nanak once said, "The world is a drama, staged in a dream." Mystics throughout the ages have pondered this over. We are living in drama, staged in a dream. Is our dream real? What is considered a dream? We come and go from this world. Is this a dream, or where we come from a dream? We live out our lives in so much drama. We react to the beatings of life. Is there a way to solve this puzzle? It seems very complicated, one layer over another. Yet the answer is simple. Open the door within. Is this from a mystic or a scientist? Kabir, a mystic from the 15th century, said the following: "All know that the drop merges into the ocean, but few know that the ocean merges into the drop." Now that is profound. A modern-day Einstein might have said that today. The entire universe exists inside of us. We are a part of the universe. Is this a paradox? We are beyond time and space. There are billions of universes. Inside of our DNA is a part that is not material. It is spiritual. No instrument known to man can detect this yet. Yet the mystics have said all along, you are hardwired for this experience. Ponder this message. The divine words from Kabir are alive.